Well, howdy folks, welcome back to another Bad 66 Chevelle video here. And I've been working on this car here, trying to get this seat out of this thing. And this car's been sitting for probably 40 some years or more, but I almost just about got this seat out. I got the back seat out with no problem there, but this front seat, I've been trying to take my time on it and take it out very carefully without messing anything up. And got 3 more bolts I gotta get and I'll have it. But the way I've been having to do it here is I've been having to do it a little bit differently. And this car's, the floors are rotted kind of pretty bad on this thing, so it was pretty much no way any of those bolts were coming out. So what I did is I took this cutoff wheel here and I went up underneath the car, and it has 8 bolts in total that holds the seat in this car here. So it's got 2 on the front there, 2 back there, and then it's got 2 on that side on the front, and then 2 back there. So it's 8 altogether. And what I went ahead and did is I took my cutoff wheel up there, and where they were hanging out underneath under here, I come underneath here where the mounting points are. There's the front and there's the back. So I cut the studs off shorter, and then I went back through and I used a small drill bit and drilled them out, and then I worked my way up until I got them out. So I got these 2 right here to get yet, and get that one down there out. And then if I have to, really, you could go back in there. This one I drilled just a little bit oddball, but if I really wanted, I could go back in there and weld that back shut and re-drill it and tap it, and it'll be good as new if I really had to. Or I could just, put a nut underneath of it. But anyway, trying to take my time here. So I got these 2 left up here yet, and then I got to get that one back in this corner right here, and the seat will be free, thank God. But I've been trying to get them out like that. That's about the best way I can think of it, because I cut them off flush where they bolt on that bracket up underneath, and I'll take my grinder right here and I grind them flush, and then I take my drill bit with my drill down there and I'll drill them out, and that's what we end up with. But anyway, yeah, good luck trying to get these out. There ain't no way they are gonna come out. Anyway, that's what we got. So that's what I'm working on now. I'm gonna try and get them other 3 out there, and hopefully we'll have her here soon. My darn drill keeps dying on me, and I gotta charge back up and keep working them out like that. And I got a regular corded drill, but I don't have it chucked, and I can't get the old drill bit that I had on it back out, because it's way too big, because I was using it for something else that I was doing, and I can't get it out. So now I'm kind of stuck with the cordless here, and I don't have my chuck here. So anyway, I'm trying to very carefully work this thing out here and get it out without messing anything up, and hopefully I will have her. But the next thing is, once I get it out, I'm going to clean this car out really good and see what's really going on with this floor. I know it's rotted out, but I can really see the top side of it here, and I will go from there. But I'm going to try and flip this thing up once I get it out, and I'm going to try to get the seat freed up so it'll move back and forth on the tracks like it's supposed to. So I'll have to figure out what's what with that, and then I want to clean this thing out really good and see what shape these springs are in. I'm hoping this seat's still usable. It's been out in the weather for quite some time, so I don't care about the upholstery part of it. As long as the structural part of it's still good, I'll be in good shape. Our back seat turned out pretty good. It's still usable, thank goodness. So it's still usable. It ain't bad at all. I mean, obviously, it'll have to be recovered, but that's kind of at least my concern. As long as the structural part of it's still good, which it is, in good shape. I mean, it's got surface rust on it, but I don't really see any broken springs or anything, so looking pretty good there. The bottom looks pretty good too, so a little bit rough right in here, but it's nothing terrible. But anyway, it's what I got here. And somebody had put these red covers here on top of the original seat. So somebody had put seat covers on it at one time. I don't know why they put red on it, but anyway, this is the original style right here, as you can see. But anyway, yeah, they put these red covers on here, and I don't know what in the world they were doing, but anyway, trying to let my battery charge up here, and we'll get this other side freed up here, and I can get this seat on out of here, and we'll get this floor cleaned up real good and vacuum it out and see what we really got. And then I can finally get on this sheet metal here and kind of do it roadkill style for now. Eventually I'm gonna order, you know, the correct floor pans for it, but I just don't have the money right now, so we're gonna take this sheet metal up here. Now this ain't gonna do the whole thing, but I'm hoping I can salvage the transmission tunnel, because underneath most of the floor, I'd say about up in here, is actually, like, the transmission hump is still good. And I got to check the top of it there, but underneath, I mean, it just looks like surface rust. So I'm hoping that I can just, you know, just replace just where the water kind of set in the car for all them years. Just replace where your feet are, and then kind of let the rest of it kind of ride. But that's kind of what the deal is for this side here. But I trimmed a little bit of it out there, and then I got to clean this side out here. But so anyway, the trunk's still, that part up there is still good. The wheel housings are still decent. The floor under here is not terrible. It's got a little bit of rot underneath my welding helmet there, but it's not horrible. I just want to replace just the stuff that's, you know, like that. Just what's bad. You know, eventually one day, you know, I ever get the money, I'm gonna put a whole new floor in it and, you know, do it right. But that's over $1,000, and I just don't have that kind of money right now. We just want to get the car solid. That's all we after right now. So anyway, that's where I'm at here, and hopefully in the next video here we'll finally get this seat out of this car, and we can finally see where our floor, how bad it really truly is. So it's definitely pretty rough, because the seat, this cross member under here, you got one underneath here, is rotted right here, but once you get on over a little bit more, it's solid. So I'm hoping I can patch that. But anyway, and I'm still trying to work on getting things freed up. As I mentioned before, I do have the dash for it now. I just got it kind of sitting in there for now, so I still got to get, you know, a few things to make it complete. I still need to get the speedometer and a couple in the other gauge there, and get the heater control knobs and all that good stuff. But you know, I got it, and that's the main thing. So now I just have to take in, that's the other reason why I want to get the seat out here, is so I can get in here and get this floor straightened up and get this dash lined back up like it's supposed to be, and get the steering column in it so I can weld it back in. And hopefully I'll get that straightened out. But that's the worst part on the whole car, really, because the frame is, I mean, it's very, very solid. This car looks a lot worse than what it really is. But the most of the issue is the dash, and then up in here in this front here where it's rotted out. But so I got to get this balance panel and get a radiator support for it, and you know, I just got to take my time and go through here and, you know, just take it apart very gently, because kind of learn the hard way. Take your time and do it right. You'll thank yourself later. That's why I'm trying to take my time on this seat and get it out, because you know, I want to be able to salvage it, hopefully, and get it freed up here where it slides back and forth like it's supposed to again, and I'll reuse it. But I wish, man, I'd love to take this car and do it like DD's Speed Shop did in Canada up there. He's got a 57 Chevy and a 55. He made it from a 4-door post into a 2-door post, and man, I'd love to do that to this car. Get rid of this post right here, and we still have this one, but we will get rid of that post there and it'll look a lot better. But I don't know, I ain't worried about all that. But I did strip this door down here, and I stripped a little bit of that fender down to bare metal and clean all that mess up, and it's not too horrible. Did a little bit on top of this wing here, of course don't look like it now, but I took and put some etching primer on it just to see what was really, how bad it really was. So it's actually pretty straight. I wish the guy wouldn't have ever took the door off of it. That would have helped keep the floors from rotting so bad, but you know, it don't take long. But anyway, so that's the next project. I'm gonna get this seat out here and get this floor cleaned up, vacuum out real good, and hopefully I can be able to start patching this floor up, and then we'll move on getting our dash line back up and get our steering column back in it, and hopefully we'll be able to, you know, rock and roll on this thing and start knocking stuff out. And I happen to think too about this door hinge. This bottom door hinge is cast iron, so it's broke evidently, so I gotta find that. And I think they're the same on a 2-door and a 4-door. I would think they are. I got to think about that because I kept typing in 4-door trying to find that, and you know, I don't know why they would really be different. The only part that's really different on the front doors is they're just shorter. So, you know, on a 2-door sedan or a 2-door hardtop, they're a little bit longer. They come on back to about, you know, right in here. And then on a 4-door, they shorten them up a little bit, and then they put this bench seat in it. And on a 2-door hardtop, it's a split bench seat that splits in the middle there. But anyway, that's kind of where I'm at. So I want to get this seat on wrapped up and get this thing out of here, and hopefully we'll be able to get this floor straightened up enough to at least where, you know, we kind of get it structurally sound. And then once we get that done, get our dash back in it. My next goal on the list is I want to get a door for it, and I got a motor and a transmission for it that I'm gonna throw in here, just, you know, something just to run. But so it is going to, we are going to keep it a 3-speed when that time comes. It's going to stay a 3-speed on the column because I got pretty much most of the stuff here to put it back. I think I'm missing maybe a couple little things, but you know, I cleaned a lot of the stuff out of this car. And so I got the 2 rods right here, and then I got this one. So I think we're missing possibly maybe one, but I had to look. I got the assembly manual to this car, so glad I bought that. So I'll have to look and see what we're truly missing. But anyway, and I do have a 3-speed. I'm not for sure if it come out of this car or not. I kind of got a feeling in my head. I'll have to check the date codes on it, but anyway, that's where we're at here. So I'm gonna get this seat on down here, and I will see y'all in the next part, and hopefully we'll get this thing back together here, and hopefully be able to get a motor in here soon, because that's the easy part. Getting running and driving's easy. It's just getting this body work, because I'm not very good at body work. But you know, I can unbolt something and, you know, switch things out and take this valance off here and put a good valance on it and a good radiator support. You know, I can get stuff like that. I can do stuff like that, but you know, I'm not very good at body work, so I just, you know, I finally got a, I guess you'd say a decent welder, but I really want to get a miller one day. But that's just kind of how that goes there. But anyway, we're going to wrap this video up here, and I will see y'all in the next part. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.